Peace and love, kings, queens, and gods. My name is Jarrick the Floating Yogi, and it's Monday morning, and I'm super excited. It's the holiday blues. It's that time of year where we're probably trying to find whatever little bit of space we can from all of these festivities that are happening. So I'm here to provide that. I wanted to talk a little bit about meditation. It's been a little bit misrepresented in America. A lot of time it's seen as just sitting still and doing nothing. However, it's actually sustained focus. Meditation is sustained focus on any specific thing, whatever feels right for you. Maybe it's your breath, maybe it's your posture. And one great thing about that is throughout my yoga practice, my yoga journey, the meditation that really stuck out for me was SIFT. It gave me an understanding and a way to categorize these different things that are swirling around and taking up processing speed for my brain. So SIFT allowed me to realize the sensations that I'm experiencing, the images that swirl around in my head, the feelings, the energy and motion that's happening, and the thoughts that are maybe causing desires to attract one way or pull to another. So the SIFT meditation helped me to then, once I can process these things a little bit more efficiently, it's less about what's going on and more about how I get through them. So the SIFT meditation is we create a point of focus. Again, maybe it's the breath or the posture. And then from there, we observe these sensations, images, feelings, and thoughts. And once we find ourselves getting too deep or too pulled off track, we take a moment, we pause, come back to the body, come back to the alignment, come back to the breath, and count that as one. I encourage you to see how many times you can lose track of where your mind is, how deep you get into one of these sifts, and then pull yourself back to focus. Just think about how impactful that could be in your day-to-day life. Maybe it's during conversation, when you're walking into the kitchen late at night and you're like, what did I walk in here for? And you gotta like reset the whole day. Yeah, just one of the many uses. So I wanted to get started with a seated meditation. I prefer unsupported meditation because it gives us the awareness that we're holding ourselves up as opposed to relying on something else. A lot about the yoga practice is finding that inner guru within, unlocking that power that's within ourselves, mentally, physically, and emotionally. So being able to make these shifts from one state to the next allows for the transitions to be easier, and then we kind of like flow through life a little bit. It's like, you ever see like dancers just flowing through life, or someone that's real clumsy and you're wondering like, how are you not falling over everything? However, everything that you touch is like falling in place. Anyway, let's get started seated. Seated position with a tall spine. Close the eyes, lower the gaze. And allow yourself to just settle in. Allow yourself to hold that posture, to press through the sits bones. And start to let the shoulders fall away. Let the eyebrows relax. And as you start to release this tension in the body, in these different places, feel how the weight of gravity takes over. How the weight of the shoulders press down into the ribs, maybe even squishes the armpits, sits down into the hips. And then back down into the sits bones. If the legs are crossed, you can feel the weight in the knees, the shins, the ankles. Bring all of this to your awareness. Whenever you feel the tension just getting a little bit too tight, then exhale it out. Soften the body. Maybe you shake it out. It's not about being perfectly still. It's about holding our focus. So notice your journey to stillness. Whatever twists, shifts, adjustments you make, take them. all we're doing is watching the breath. Find your point of focus. Find your alignment. All you're doing is watching the breath. Feeling the rise and fall of the chest. And following the ebbs and flows of the breath. Whenever you find yourself getting too deep into one of those SIFTs, one of those sensations, images, feelings, or thoughts, soften the body. Come back to the alignment. Come back to the breath and count it as one. You can start to come back from wherever you were, from whatever door you opened, whatever drawer you opened, whatever you pulled out of a folder, a closet. You can start to place it back, start to clean up that mind space. Just like in the real world, when you take things out, you have to put them away. It's the same thing here for the mind space. Make your way back to where you started. And during this time, maybe you can recap how many times you lost focus and were able to bring yourself back. How many times you can remember. Maybe even what caught you off track. This is the perfect time to journal. To write down anything that sticks with you. Any of those SIFTs that you let go and it stayed. Any of those SIFTs that you let go and they left. Having that acknowledgement, that understanding that you did let these things go, that you felt it leave, that you can move forward. To close the practice, we'll bring the hands to prayer and then raise the thumbs to the forehead, and we'll take a bow. Thanks for practicing. I think there were some questions in the chat. However, if there are any, if you want to be up to date on the meditations, if you go to my stories, I have daily meditation accountability. It's a group, we're running strong. There's a giveaway that's happening this Thursday. There's a Monday night book club that's happening tonight. Tonight we're reading The Only Way Out Is In by Anthony Prem Carlisi, and we're in the Tantra section. It breaks down the misconception that we have of Tantra in this modern day age. There we go. I don't know what happened there. If you go to my stories, you'll see there's daily meditation accountability there, and it says, do you care enough about your mental space to meditate today, or are you BSing on your greatness? And it just gives us a moment to stop and prioritize. Am I taking that moment to care about my mind, what's going on? Am I organizing those thoughts, or am I just fumbling through the day, trying to process with whatever extra speed I have up here, whatever extra RAM that I have? So you can tap in with that. Like I mentioned, there's a giveaway, and there's also a soundtrack that you can stream on all streaming platforms. The Floating Yogi, live from Costa Rica, Blue Spirit, and that's a track I recorded in Costa Rica, and there's more to come with it. We're going to expand. The first one's just the regular meditation. We can do the SIFT meditation that we just did, and then the next one has a little bit of a guided feature to it, and that'll be released in next month in December during this whole campaign, so you'll be here for part of it. Thursday is also another midday meditation, a midday mind right, just a 30-minute break from the day. It streams on all platforms, and if you want to be part of the discussion, you are more than welcome to join the Zoom room. The link is live. The link is on my website, thefloatingyogi.com. There's just so much to be a part of. An amazing community, amazing people, which I feel like caring about the right things, themselves, bettering themselves and other people. I like to thank Tumblr for helping us get through these holiday blues. And if there's any questions, comments, if you want to work on something, just send me an email, send me a DM. Like, let's get it popping. It's all about this growth. We build it, we grow together. Peace and love. I don't know how to get off this one.